Let's talk everything Switch 2. Let's do this in chronological order, all right? Let's talk lead up. Switch 2 was a long time coming. I remember when Tears of the Kingdom was coming out, I decided beforehand I'd play Breath of the Wild fully through because the way I played it was a bit fragmented. I mean, in 2017, I was 14, so when my dad got the Switch, that's what I played, but my sister also played it, and I believe there was only one save file, so I never got the full experience. I decided to right that wrong, and the first thing I noticed was, you know, the art style held up, but man, the resolution did not. Now this is coming from a PC gamer, someone who plays pretty much everything on 1440p or 4K on the TV, so maybe I notice it more than other people. Same with frame rate, but yeah, it felt a little rough, and I beat it. I still enjoyed the game, and Tears of the Kingdom came out. I played that, absolutely loved it, but you could definitely feel that more power was definitely needed. So that's pretty much all I wanted, was more power and I guess build improvements, that kind of thing. And that's pretty much what we got. They actually exceeded my expectations with the reveal. 120 hertz, pretty awesome. I only need 60 to function, and they have that too. I wasn't expecting 4K resolution or 1080 on handheld. I thought it'd be something like the Steam Deck, where I think it's like 860p or something, somewhere in the middle. And it's bigger, which is nice. And I think my favorite feature is the mouse. I remember my dad got Resident Evil 4 on the PS5, and I was gonna get it on PC, but I thought I could just borrow his copy, save the money, and play it on there. And I did. I played it on PlayStation, and I enjoyed it, but not nearly as much as if I would have played it on PC. I hate playing shooters on controller, and that's one of the reasons why I wasn't all that excited for Metroid Prime 4. Now, I know that that has a more unique aiming system where you can lock on, but even still, just thinking about moving a first-person character with a gun, it grosses me out. But now I don't have to do that. I have the mouse, and that's also made me excited to go back and play Metroid Prime 1 if they're able to add compatibility. I hope they do. And that's not the only game I'm excited to go back to play, because there are a lot of Switch games I never played. A lot of big ones. Mario Odyssey, I played, but I didn't. It was the same with Breath of the Wild. It was a fragmented playthrough, so I got to give that one the full chance. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is probably number one or close to number one. I was a big fan of the 2D Marios growing up, as were many people, so I'm excited to be able to play that one eventually. Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 3, and X I want to play, but that's a lot of hours. But I guess that makes it very good for a portable console like the Switch. Also, Bayonetta 3 and Kirby Forgotten Land. Those are all the main ones I think that I want to go back and play. And being able to do that on a better built console with better resolution and better frame rates is going to be very nice. I think that's pretty much all I have to say about the hardware. I guess we can talk price. I kind of expected it to be closer to 500. Maybe that's just me not knowing all that much about what's going on in Nintendo's world, but I know that their consoles have been historically cheaper than like Xbox or PlayStation. Maybe not when they first came out, but like GameCube onwards. I mean, my first and favorite console of all time was the GameCube, but I also wasn't paying for it, obviously. I was like 6 years old, but yeah, I just know, looking at the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally, all these kinds of handheld PCs, I just figured if it's gonna be close to their power in any way, then it's gonna be 400 plus, and I ended up being right about that, which was good. I was planning for 500 just to have some buffer money, and that's how much the Mario Kart bundle was, so there we go. Speaking of Mario Kart, we can get to the games now. I'm so serious right now. I would not have bought Mario Kart if it didn't come with the console. I really like Mario Kart. I don't like losing $80 to play it though. I'm sure eventually I'd buy it, maybe if it went like $10 off or something, but yeah, I'm just lucky I got the bundle, which pretty much sums up my thoughts on $80 games. You know, I shouldn't even say this. I'd pay $200 for Elden Ring 2. I do not care. When it comes to something like that, I'll do what I have to do. But for Mario Kart, motherfucker, I can wait. Now, do not tell FromSoft I said that. I don't want them going and getting any ideas, although they're a pretty good company in my eyes, man. They gave us Shadow of the Erdtree for $40. Great deal. Night Rain comes out in a bit. That's also $40. We'll see if that's a great deal. But yeah, My ass is not buying no $80 Mario Kart. I hope that ages well. But the next game that's coming out for this system is one I'm very excited about, and I don't know why. It's Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think the last 3D platformer I played was Psychonauts 2 when it came out, which was really good, by the way. Psychonauts 1 I think I like a little bit better just because, I don't know, I liked it felt more charming maybe, but Psychonauts 2 was better in terms of level design and gameplay. I really enjoyed both of those games, but not enough to play any other 3D platformers in the meantime, I guess. But I think I'm just really excited to see what they do with Donkey Kong. It's been so long since he's had a 3D game, and they're finally doing him justice. You know, I think he was one of my mains in Smash Bros. Brawl. I loved charging up his punch and letting it fly, and not Brawl, Melee. But I don't remember really playing. Oh, no. There are a couple goated Donkey Kong games that I played. Jungle Beat. Yes, that's the one everyone mentions when they talk about the great Donkey Kong games. It's Jungle Beat. And it's, what, like Jungle Climbers or something? The spin-off games, I really loved those as a kid. So playing a fully fledged Donkey Kong game is very exciting. And another one is Kirby Air Riders. I'm pretty excited about this. When it was announced, I was like, but those memories came back to me when I saw the cover of Kirby Air Riders 1 on the GameCube. I never got it. I never got to play it. I always wanted it. You know, Kirby, when I was growing up, he was like my Mario, my Zelda. I loved Kirby. I think back to the Yarn, Kirby's Epic Yarn. Loved that game. I loved his collection on the Wii. I loved that one game, Rainbow Curse or whatever. I think that was on the Wii U or something. I loved the DS games. I remember very, very vividly. I was a little kid and I was with my sister and my mom, and a holiday was coming up, and my mom told us to close our eyes because she was gonna wrap a present. And I thought she told my sister to close my eyes, but not me. So I thought she was wrapping my sister's present, and it turned out it was my present, and it was Kirby Mass Attack for the DS. And I saw it and I was like, no way, she got that. I wanted that. And then my mom was like, dude, you're supposed to close your eyes too. So that was when I knew that was in fact my present, and I got very excited, and I ended up loving that game. You know, I loved Return to Dreamland. I'm sure I wouldn't like those games as much now, but I'd still like to go back for them for nostalgia's sake, if nothing else. And being able to play a sequel to Kirby Air Riders, I'll fulfill that dream of mine as a child, playing Kirby Air Riders. All right. Also, another thing about the console is this is my first Nintendo console that I'll be playing on release. Every other console I've gotten as a hand-me-down or later down the line, which I'm very grateful for because it let me appreciate some older games that I might not have ever played. And they weren't that old. I mean, I remember playing the GameCube when the Wii was out, and my dad had a Wii, but he didn't really let me play it, and that was fun. You know, I remember sitting on the floor in my basement. We had this fat CRT TV, and we had that purple GameCube. Where playing Luigi's Mansion on there was so much fun. I also remember on that TV, one of my favorite, I've mentioned before, I love tornadoes. I intend to chase a tornado in my lifetime. And I loved the movie Twister. I don't know if anyone's seen it. They had that sequel come out not that long ago. I didn't watch that, but my mom wouldn't let me watch Twister with the sound on because they would swear in it. Look at me now. I guess it didn't work, but so I would watch the movie Twister with no sound. That's how much I love tornadoes. That's besides the point. And listen, you can call me a loser all you want. You can say, oh wow, 22-year-old man likes tornadoes. And you don't? It's fucking wind, bro. If you don't, something's wrong with you. I also love Pokemon, which we'll talk about now. Okay. Honestly, the games I'm most excited to play are Switch 1 games that are coming out. And they'll have Switch 2 editions or whatever. One of them being Pokemon Legends ZA. Now, something I'm not too happy about with the new Pokemon games is the same thing everyone's not happy about. They're basically just shitting them out. Not shitting them out as in they're super frequent. Shitting them out as in they are not at the quality level they should be at. Even still, Pokemon Legends Arceus was super fun, and I'm an X and Y lover. Sue me, okay? Yveltal is one of the coolest legendaries there is. Now, I think I saw a leak, which I won't even say. I'm not gonna say anything, but makes me a little less excited. And the trailers make me a little less excited because the wild areas and everything. I liked like being out in the actual wild, but we'll see. I'm not gonna judge it too early, and I'm still excited for it. That Metroid Prime 4 and the Duskbloods were really the system sellers for me. And yeah, I'm excited to play it. Well, when it runs well, I guess. I'm excited to play a well-running Pokemon game, maybe? Because if they mess it up with an overpowered console like that, overpowered for the game, that is, fuck you, Game Freak. I'll find you. Okay. But yeah, we can talk about Metroid Prime 4. I never played any Metroid Prime game, and I know Metroid Prime was on the GameCube, but there were some games that my dad had that he just didn't let me play, man. Listen, I love my father. I'm very grateful for everything. So this is not a criticism towards him, but come on, man. Hey, listen, it doesn't matter, all right? I wanted to play Metroid Prime. I didn't get to, and now I get to in 2025, okay? And yeah, I'm excited to try it. And if it's good, maybe I'll go back and play the other ones, or maybe I'll play the remaster before Metroid Prime 4 comes out. Who knows? I believe the final game to talk about is the Duskbloods. Now, man, if that Nintendo Direct had all that stuff and I saw nothing after it, I would have been so much more excited for this console. But the information had to come out. The information being that the Duskbloods is a PvE game. Guys, I was excited for Night Rain. I am excited for Night Rain. Why the fuck are we doing it again? We don't need two. We don't need two. It's okay. I trust in FromSoft, and I'm not at all a little bit annoyed that they're doing fucking two. We know their priority is still with single player games. So I'ma trust in you, Miyazaki, because I believe he's directing this one, not Night Rain. But another fucking problem, none of my friends are getting the Switch 2. None of them. I'm the only one. Who am I gonna play with? It's fine. Maybe my ass just needs to make more friends. Maybe my ass needs to go to a video game convention, and I don't fucking know, dude. Listen, it's okay. I think that's pretty much it for the video. Now, in terms of this channel, right? I played all of Oblivion. I did all the fucking the guild quest lines, and I didn't make a video about it. I don't know what to do, man. I feel like I was like, I could make a review of it, but I feel like it'd be shit. I kind of want to talk about it and Avowed and kind of compare the two, maybe, because I played Avowed and I didn't talk about it, so I could right that wrong, I guess. So maybe I'll make a video like that. I started Doom: The Dark Ages. I played Expedition 33, and I just felt the passion flowing through me. And then I play everything else, and I'm like, oh yeah, not as much passion flowing through me. But we'll see. I'm trying to think of things to do. You know, I'm excited for the Switch 2 because I'll be able to cover that, and I'm sure that'll be fun. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm also back to making videos on the other channel, You Berserk, the gameplay channel. So I'm glad for that because I want to make things I'm passionate about on this channel because I think that's where my strength lies. I feel like that's how I'll be able to make good videos on here, and having the other channel where I'm able to make less creative videos but still be able to practice and have fun and not feel like I'm doing nothing when I'm not uploading, I think that'll help. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. Otherwise, hopefully I'll see you again soon. Who knows when? Only time will tell. I might end up dead. I might die tomorrow. We never know. And if I do, I want to thank you guys for the support, okay? I'm gonna go now. Goodbye.